Thank God. I was so I was so worried that it wasn't gonna work. Alright. Here we go. Orzammar Commons. Okay, here we go. I should probably get in the habit of like reading those load descriptions. Like that one. Oh, is that the same thing? Girl. Alright, let's talk to him. Nug Wrangler. Boomer.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Sounds good to me. I talked to Dagna. I talked to Dag, okay? So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go the other side. See if we can find. Oh! Ah! There's another one. Ah ha ha. Do these take up inventory space? Like if I find one? No more here? Okay. We're not gonna go that way. We're gonna go this way. Is that Dagna? Hi. What about in here? Any nugs? I know that this is where I come out of when I'm done with the dark roads. Sorry, the deep roads. Wall carving. Life in Orzammar. Dear diary, today... Okay. Sorry. The dwarves of Orzammar are quite unlike those found in most human cities. Although Orzammar derives its vast wealth from trade with human kingdoms, all dwarves who come to the surface to trade are stripped of their position in society. Dwarven merchants are so ubiquitous in human cities that many people labor under the impression that all dwarves are merchants or that their whole race worships coin and trade. Oh. A little bit of cookie cutter there. These surface dwarves are atypical creatures, the ones willing to give up all ties to their kin and sacrifice their rank in order to conduct business. Below ground, the dwarves are obsessed with honor, their own and that of their family. Most nobles incorporate chainmail even into formal gowns because slights and insults often turn deadly. There are often people who revere excellence and strive to achieve it in all things. Even members of the servant caste have been elevated to paragons, usually posthumously in recognition of remarkable service. Ew. Nothing here, nothing for me to click on, interact with, nothing. Jannar?
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors.
Jannar.
I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Look at his pockets. Those hips don't lie, yo. He's got like some glute workouts that he's doing. Do you know what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harriman's a fair man. He always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm just kind of readjusting my screen to see the audio. Are you part of the Smithcast? Clearly.
Aye, for 100 generations.
100 generations.
My father made his name by inventing a fold and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass.
Cuirass?
But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
No. Let me see what's new.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Oh, nice. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm assuming it's what I'm already doing. I can sell my quartz, my mushalite, my amethyst. Oh, this is where I found Ogren! Oh, isn't he in the tavern? Okay. Got very excited there. I already went through all this stuff, right? The last playthrough that I had gone through? Yeah, I did that. Does I have a big brain? Okay. I barely use these things, man. Alright. We're not gonna talk to him about Dagna. Because I don't want to mess that up, you know. Let's talk. Yeah, I'll say hi again.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the
Holy
journey
crap,
to the Circle
girl.
Tower.
Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
I'm guessing you haven't left yet.
No, I haven't. Why are you so interested in magic anyway? Yeah.
Here in Orzammar, we're surrounded by stone and tradition and more stone. Nothing ever changes. But to break every natural law by thinking about it, to dream and walk in a realm where everything you think comes true, I can't imagine anything more wonderful.
I can't. Here we go. I'm not leaving. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna go. I gotta break her spirit. Okay, cool.
Ancestors,
I hear
guard my
another-
son, for
Hi.
he is lost in darkness. Mothers keep him safe,
Grabbed him.
for you know what it is to mourn.
Snatched him. Can I go in these doors? No? Alright, let's go to the mama. Filda. Mama Filda?
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
So this is some kind of shrine?
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The stone gave rise to our people, and it is where their spirits return in death.
What are you praying for?
My name is Filda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rock. I only wish I knew whether
Rock.
I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return. He's missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud,
Yeah.
but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
That's sad. The Deep Roads?
The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way,
Sounds like you already did though. What would you give for his... Oh my god. Did anybody go after
the
him?
captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
Yeah, we shouldn't abandon him. I'll look.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. I got this shit.
A warden. So you could
I
do it.
could.
Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Don't get your hopes up. We could search the Deep Roads for decades with no sight of the boy.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Saffron. Shh. Baby. No, don't ruin her hope. Nothing here that I can interact. I'm gonna zoom out. Zoom out. Okay. Legnar? I hear another. No,
Topsiders?
I hate that.
Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
What I was saying is that I hate that, like, that was one of the things I really liked about the new Dragon Age Veilguard, was that, if you had a conversation start, and then something interrupted, something would, like, interrupt it, it would restart it, kind of, but it would do it in a way that was pleasant, you know, like, oh, what were you saying, you know, before we got so really interrupted or whatever, you know, I think that's really nice. Yeah, your allegiance to Balin's clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say I feel okay. Let's look in the
I'll
store
take
first.
your gold. You're good for that.
Thank you. Fear of blood magic has stigmatized academic dissection, but dedicated scribes kept anatomical works from disappearing. Oh. Gonna buy that. Gonna buy that. Cool. I don't have any. My leg's falling asleep. My foot. My one foot. Okay. I'm too far. I'm too far. Okay. Here we go. I guess I could buy gifts and stuff here, but I don't really want to yet. Oh, I was gonna find Ogren. Let's talk to him.
Like to buy something, I hope. I want that surface
Hold
wealth
on.
coming back to us.
No,
in a
no,
decisive
no, no,
way.
no. Thank you. No, thank you. Mwah. Mwah. I love you. Mwah. Right in my mouth. Okay, go. Don't rip my headphones. My baby. My baby. Hold on. I'm so tall. Hold on. Ugh. I just want to like be under the desk, but then I have to like look up to see the dialogue. All right. Blah. Never mind. I'm gonna go.
Your surface gold can come back anytime.
Know how to make a girl feel welcome. Wasn't there like a nug here? No. Where am I hearing it? Maybe it's by this priest dude? Hold on. Ah! Aha! Ah. There you are. Is there anything here? Okay, let's read this wall carving. The casts. Visitors to Orzammar should keep in mind that the hierarchies of Dwarven society are much more complex than our own. It's easy to gravely insult a man simply by mistaking his position. Since this can lead to unnecessary loss of life and limbs, I attempt to mitigate the danger for my fellow travelers. The society of Orzammar is divided into nobles, warriors, smiths, artisans, miners, merchants, and servants. Now, you are undoubtedly saying to yourself, we all have those divisions among our own people. This is a dangerous misconception. Certainly, we do have nobility, artisans, merchants, and these positions are largely inherited from our parents. However, the younger children of noblemen often choose to be artisans or soldiers. The sons of merchants may join the army or become servants or apprentice themselves to a craftsman. This is all freely chosen, limited perhaps by the circumstances of birth, but still chosen. What is a matter of choice for most human folk is dictated entirely by birth for dwarves. No one may become a smith who is not born to smith caste parents. A servant who marries a noblewoman will never be a noble himself, and although his daughters would be nobles, his sons would be servants, for daughters inherit the caste of their mother, while sons inherit the castes of their father. Oh, that's rough, huh? For both sides, really, depending on what the occupation was, you know, of the parent. Brother Brokel.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
He looks like somebody that is like a famous actor, maybe? Not very religious, sorry.
Oh, you look as if you come from the surface. I thought perhaps you were raised in the way of the Chantry. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Okay. Don't dwarves worship their ancestors, though?
There is resistance.
Really?
It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Okay, whose permission do you need?
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
If I bump into him, I'll mention it, yeah.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
Who am I to, like,
Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
you know, tamper his spirits, I guess. So I can't go that way. I can go that way to Dusttown. I don't want to do that yet, though. Let's go into the bar. Tavern. Tapstern's Tavern.
Yes.
Ah, I'm stuck. Let me in.
Going.
Okay, maybe working.
I shall do it.
Are you
I see.
for real? What?
Done.
Oh, Alistair can go in? Dick. Alright. So... what
I
happened?
tried dwarven ale once. I thought it was just something they tricked surfacers into drinking, as a joke.
Is that bad, huh?
So you're a Grey Warden. You think I'm impressed?
Mm-hmm. That don't impress me much. Okay, Nevin.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
What is he singing? Do you hear it? Okay, you work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Okay, I've never been in the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers.
Lost
Looking for
Tigers.
signs of Bronca, I guess.
Oh,
Seems to be who everyone's after.
why? Who else is in the Deep Roads?
Lord Harriman's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
So why are they looking for Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the Deep Roads more than 2 years ago. There's no chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Oh, he big mad. Wow. Is he speaking English? Okay, calm down.
Darkspawn attacks have been really light this year.
I'll miss old King Endrin. He was a good man.
Told him I don't understand.
Leave a bit of stew on the fire.
I mean, it's how the ancestors
What about
show
Cora?
their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy?
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters.
Thank
I'm
you.
Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Tell me about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Yeah, sure. Is there any place I should see?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nests. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
Okay.
It's
What's
a
the
chance
proving?
for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
I'd like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Ooh. Mead.
I have an award-winning honey mead. Surface Family ships it down here every month. Only 1.5 silvers a mug.
Sold.
1 honey mead coming right up.
Hell yeah.
A few months ago, you might have seen the prince here, but now he never leaves his estate. Well, I have other customers to see too. If you need anything else, just call me over.
Weird. Alright. Waitress?
Just take a table. I'll be right with you.
Patron?
This, my friend, is a
Everywhere! I can't take it!
Nervous adventurer. What's up?
it away, you'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
Oh my god. What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass.
Holy
Take
shit.
them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie.
What the fuck? Alright. The writers follow her after every town ever since my lucky break deciphering the story. I see it now, how they take the locals closest to me, preventing Rastra kinship. I thought this a road to glory, but I'm dogged at every step by his talons. Gax King, curse his name the day I heard it. Okay. Excerpt. 3 weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. Okay. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one true spirit claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for an ancient evil. This is how they could make a real difference. And then scribbled in the corner in a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages. Same story, updated. Same as the tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compare and give Vil Madon. All from him, how? What? What? I don't know. Jesus. I feel bad for him. Saw
This
some
ale is
shit.
perfect with a slow-roasted nugget.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Like an ale, straight up.
Lord Helmy, huh?
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
I mean... Yeah. Yeah, it's a controversial opinion. Controversial opinion.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one.
Yeah.
You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrimont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Yeah. How does the system work anyway?
Badly. Oh,
Huh.
you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
That's so shitty.
As you wish.
Okay. Where's Ogren?
I await your command.
Whoopsie. Yeah, so life in the wilds must have been very lonely. Didn't mean to talk to you, but...
perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Twas to the trees. But you eventually left?
Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, what happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble.
A pretty
To teach me a
bauble.
lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's so sad. Yeah, but she was right, though.
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
You don't need to live that way any longer, though.
Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated. No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
You know, it's sad, though. I would have been crushed if that happened to me. My mirror! Cool. So, where are the...
I await
Fuck.
your command.
You're just, like, right there in my way, girl. Scoot your boot. Yeah? I guess we'll just go this way? Okay. Did I eat something? Refueling with some decaf. You can see my glasses fogging. Okay. So we're gonna save. Industrial. Delicioso. I guess it's half decaf, so that's fine. I can't go in that building. There's nothing on that table. There's nothing there. This looks like people about to throw down. Some thugs. Thug leader! Oh god. Scared the shit out of me, alright. Yeah, well, okay, let's just stun him. And then you can stun him. You could shield bash him. And then you can freeze his ass. Great! Cool. Okay. Let's get him. Zap his life. We're fine. Nice. Zap him. Get him. Let's heal Alistair. We're getting it. And then we're gonna freeze him. Why are people always attacking poor Alistair, man? Alright. That was fine, yeah? Oh, there's another guy.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. That wasn't bad at all. I can level up. Hold on. I completely forgot about that. So, since I can level up, I'll do cunning and I'll do constitution. Definitely gonna want that.
What is your desire?
Son of a bitch. Discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
Never mind. Those are my only options. I want you to leave or listen to this. Come on, man. Alright. Rogetic. Ooh. There's something here. In the rubble. Ooh. Alright. The caste system in Orzammar includes many groups of privilege, the nobility and the warriors above all others, but to a lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition established a clear hierarchy. As any culture with upper class, there's also a clear underclass. These unfortunates, the so-called casteless, are believed to be descendants of criminals and other undesirables. They've been looked down since Orzamar's foundation. They've taken up residence in a palace called Dusttown, a crumbling ruin on the fringe of Orzamar's common areas. Orzamar's society considers these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the casteless are not allowed to become servants, as it's too honorable of a position. They're seen as little better than animals, their faces branded at birth to mark them as bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is haven for crime, organized and otherwise. Orzamar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. The best that most casteless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic lichen ale. Even so, there is some hope for the casteless, a dangling rope that offers a way up into greater Orzammar society. Since the dwarf's caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male child of a nobleman is part of that noble's house and caste. Strangely, it's acceptable for casteless women to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They're known as noble hunters. Okay, so instead like a cougar hunter, I guess. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event, considering the low rate of dwarven fertility. The mother and entire family are then taken in by the father's house, although they retain their caste. The dwarves we know on the surface are considered casteless once they leave Orzammar, although this is only relevant to those who return, if they're allowed to return at all. Dwarves who leave for the surface, the sun-touched as they're often called behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone in favor of their ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity. Upon dying, they're said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that way, it seems a sad existence indeed. Yeah, I guess so. His thugs. Hi. What are you pointing at, bud? Okay.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
You don't look like a guardsman of any I ever saw. Okay. I'm EVPZ Grey Warden. Hi.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Connections? Do we have some connection? What are you asking?
Human kings, you know. They make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium. The sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love.
There's no room for you.
No law should regulate that.
There's no room.
The laws are
Not
meant
right now.
to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns.
What the fuck?
You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
I do like money. Yeah, 50 is a bit much when you have no options.
You haggle like a merchant born.
Coercion, bitch.
Here's the lyrium, then. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Just around the corner. Just around the corner. Anything here? What is this? It's like a little cubby. Little safe house. There's an emporium. Alamar's Emporium. Oh. Nothing for me to click on. No wall carvings. Just this one dude, huh? Chilling in a room by himself.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Uh-huh. I have some equipment. What'll you give me?
Why don't you take a look?
Sure, let's see what you have. A remarkable amethyst. Okay. Ooh. That's not worth that much, is it, though? I feel like you're kind of highballing me, man. Kind of highballing me. Oh! Ha! What? 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 Is that the same thing? Would that work? For that one quest? In Denerim? I need to go to Denerim. I forgot all about that. Okay. What is this way? Nothing? Nothing? Whole lot of nothing? I'm just looking around with my mouse to see if there's anything there. Ooh, Idle Dwarf. What's up?
Your clothes are so fancy.
Oh.
Did you get them topside?
What are those behind you? Gross. Yeah.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside.
Okay, yeah,
If I
that's
go up
fair.
there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
What the fuck happened to these little dudes, though? Those little nugs. That's so sad. Alright, hold on. What's this way? Nothing? Nothing? There's this.
Spare a bit for the needy? Please. It's not
A
for me, it's
suspicious
for my
door.
child.
It appears to be made of solid stone. There's no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in the fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. Look through. You see nothing but blackness. Okay. Can't go in that door. There's nothing on the sides. Okay. Nothing here. What about all the way over here? Anything fun? Can't go in that house, but I can go in the son's house. Do I want to go in there yet, though? Hold on, let's talk to everybody first. I can't go into this door. Okay, let's talk to this person first. Nazida?
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine
Nadezda.
dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple?
Sure.
You're as kind as you are beautiful.
Thank
I
ya.
owe you when I get back on my
Thanks,
feet.
girl.
If my feet still worked.
Oh my god.
It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
How'd you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth.
Yeah.
I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set
Oh my
in.
god.
Never healed proper.
And they just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
God. Is that the S? What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The
Jesus.
Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
So it must be that S on her cheek or whatever.
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want. I'll
Salroka.
just stay out of
What
your
does that
way
mean?
then.
Well, I gave her something at least. No, go. Go. We're not doing this right now. Go.
Have you a coin to spare, milady?
Sir
It's for my
Linda.
son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today.
Aw.
Neither have I.
Why doesn't the son's father help?
A question I ask every day.
Mm-hmm.
He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste.
But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Oh, yeah. That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby.
Fair.
The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Yeah, I don't want to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Okay, well, I'll do that. Can I go in here? Nothing's in here. What's in here?
Going.
A door. Oh, didn't mean to shut that. A chest with a short bow. Books that I can't read. And a little staircase thing. Another chest. With a large flawed fire crystal. Okay. Nothing else, huh? Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Oh. Hold on. I have pest people that are going to be coming to my house. So if I scoot, that's why. But you would think that they would like send like a notification or something before they actually show up. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's go back to the tavern or whatever, I guess. Oh, it's right there. Gee, now that.
What is your
Jesus.
desire?
Alright, let's go back in. Well, let me in this time.
Yes.
There we go. Ordell. Okay, let's save. And that way, in case I mess up.
What are you looking at, stranger?
And what kind of monster? Am I your daughter?
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
If you don't take her back, she's gonna die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
No. He's a baby, and she loves him.
Just tell her. We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
God, bro, calm down. Like... Well, that resolved quickly. Lucky us. Cool. Let's go back to Dust Town. So where are the upper people? Like, where's their little town? What's her name? Zerlinda? Yeah, Zerlinda.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service.
Oh, God.
When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Please don't. Just keep your boy. She had some intense lip fillers, though. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna see if we can find the other part of Orzammar, I guess? The Upper District? Is that what it's called? Where the fuck's Oghren, though? So this way is to the Proving. Right? Yeah, that's to the Proving. So then where are the uppers? Oh, it's through the door. Okay. Duh. Well, while I'm here, let's give him some nugs.
What is your desire?
No!
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
But there's more out there.
But there's more out there. Don't worry. I'll find them. Cool. Anything behind me? No. Can't go this way? Oh, I can. Huzzah! Aha! The council writ on Dorvan propriety. The key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tig is at a premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. Oh, I already read that part. Okay, so it's agreed that no rules of procedure were explicitly broken, but a 5-day filibuster is nonetheless worthy of a censure. Division of the House Gorosmoke property was deliberated for a full session, and forfeiture of the southern estates seemed deemed a necessity. Since the birth of young Cade necessitates his elevation to noble status, and it's unthinkable for a noble's family to live in the slums, it's the responsibility of the father to accommodate the placement of his family. It's not possible to simply generate new space in the Diamond Quarter without compromising Tig's structural integrity. Lord Dacey's comment that if Lord Gorosmort didn't want a new heir, he shouldn't have slummed for a concubine. Oh, harsh! Was indeed inappropriate. You think? God, okay. But the proper procedure for resolution through proving was followed. Both parties agreed to accept their retraction, and that matter is considered separate and closed. The decision of the Assembly regarding placement of the Duncoat clan stands. Okay. Well, at least they came to a conclusion, right? Can't go in there. Oh, you know what I forget to do? I should look up. But sometimes there are signs and stuff that I could read, right?
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Can't go in there. Can't go in there.
News of the hour.
A weapon rack. Just chilling in the middle of nothing? What is this?
Widespread military draft.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
The public has a right to know.
Oh, he's just somebody that yells, huh? Just yelling. Okay. Hi, who are you? Lady Dace. Oh, we just read about her.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Okay. That was it? Okay. Narav?
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
A wall carving there. The Assembly has never named a paragon with so little disagreement as there was for Paragon Ottokin. No naysayers, only single absentation. His worthiness was unquestionable, his favor with the ancestors clear. But family rumor says that the man himself was deeply troubled, prone to fits of melancholy and self-doubt. Never satisfied with his great achievement in protecting Orzammar, he died cursing that he had not managed to save the outlying Thags. Before he rose to Paragon, he was of little note. The memories tell us that he never entered a single proving, never sought to elevate his place among warrior caste. He spent most of his years prior to the First Blight fighting skirmishes in the deep roads, keeping them free from service bandits, content to live quietly with his wife and daughters. When the Blight began, it caught Orzammar in the midst of a vicious inter-house war. Most of the warrior caste was caught up in the feuding, for as word of attacks poured in, each great house demanded that the army be set to defend their tag, and no house would agree to sacrifice their own holdings for the safety of any others. Sounds like you guys are all selfish people, huh? The Assembly was so utterly tied up with the infighting that Darkspawn spread unchecked to the gates of Orzammar herself. In the chaos, Ottokin grudgingly took command of the armies. He enlisted the aid of mining castes to collapse overrun passages, called upon the smith caste to supply them with arms, and bypassed the Assembly and the nobles entirely. With his leadership, Orzammar was saved from annihilation. For his insubordination, he was made paragon, yet he always considered it a defeat. Yeah. Negative Nancy, huh? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can click on.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors.
Oh.
Nothing I say is provably false.
What a sack of shit! Spreading lies and stuff. Nothing up. Okay. There's nothing that way, huh? Okay, these camera angles are making me freaking sick, sorry. What was that? Chamber of the Assembly? I don't want to go in there yet. Anything here? Nothing to read. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Let's go all the way down first. Nothing. Okay. And then this is the shipwright. Yeah, let's go in there. Oh, yeah. What are these things? Nothing I can click on. Nothing over there.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
What? Okay. Shaper Assistant Mildred. Let's talk to him.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Thievery in the Shaperate. Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald.
Bald?
With the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Well, let me try and find it, I guess. Is he bald? You're bald. He's a cataloger, though.
I'm quite busy. Please do not disturb me.
No books. No books. I can't touch anything over here. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing on the shelves here. What about you?
Are you with that warrior girl who's always here?
What warrior girl? Okay. Can't touch any of these books. I can touch that book. Okay, let's go. Let's touch the book. Legion of Steel. Paragon Caridin vanished in the 11th year of the reign of King Valtor, and with the Paragon, the entire process for the golem manufacture was lost. Expeditions were sent into the deep roads to track him, but the Darkspawn drove them all back. Finally, in the 2nd year of the reign of Queen Getha, 126 golems. Wow, that's a lot of golems. The entire Legion of Steel were sent to recover the Paragon. None returned. The Shaper of Golems refused to support any further attempts to find Caridin, and the Paragon was officially declared dead. The Shaperate never recovered from the loss of an entire legion of golems, and never again allowed an all-golem regiment in the Deep Roads. Okay. Orta? What's up, girl?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Are you the warrior girl? What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the Deep Roads.
I could try to find them.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any
Girl.
expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden?
Punk ass.
Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could, maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
I'll find it. Don't worry. I got you, girl. Alright, let's go down to this one next. Any goodies? Anything for me to click on? No books? Nothing. Wow, bummer. Okay, what about on the shelf? And I gotta look it up. Nothing on that shelf. Okay. What about anything over here? No, but I could talk to this person.
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, let's look over here. Nothing there that I can click on.
I'm sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Okay. Ah! A book. Codex on the Deep Roads, sure. Okay, there isn't a dwarf alive who remembers the Deep Roads as they once were. They were the network of tunnels that joined the Tigs together. To be honest, it isn't even right to give them such simple terms as tunnels. They're works of art, with centuries of planning demonstrated in the geometry of their walls, with the statues of the paragons that watch over travelers, with the flow of lava that keeps the Deep Roads lit and warm. The cloud gazers up on the surface talk of the imperial highway built by the magisters of old, a raised walkway that crossed thousands of miles, something that could have only been built by magic. Perhaps it's comparable to the Deep Roads, although we dwarves didn't need magic. Humble brag. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. The Darkspawn rule the Deep Roads now. When Orzammar sealed off the entrances to the Deep Roads, abandoning everything that lay out there, we handed over the kingdom that was to those black bastards forever. To think that there are genlocks crawling over Bownammer now? Bownammer? Tearing down our statues, defiling our greatest works. Corruption covers everything we built out there. Every dwarf who goes out and comes back says it gets worse with each passing year. The foulness spread a little further. And the cloud gazers think that the Darkspawn are gone just because they're not spilling onto the surface? Huh. One day, when Orzammar is gone for good, they'll find out differently. Those Darkspawn won't have anywhere else to go but up, and they'll do it. The surface folk will have themselves a blight that will never end. Oh, he sounds bitter as shit, man. Thanks a lot for the good wishes. Okay. Another book. Orzammar Politics. Oh. Okay, as dangerous as it is to mistake a dwarf's caste, it's far more deadly to mistake his alliances among the noble houses of Orzammar. Everyone in the city is allied with someone, whether by blood or by word. The nobles do not engage directly in commerce themselves, as that is the domain of the merchant caste, but they do serve as patrons. They invest in shops or artisans' work, and in turn reap a share of the profits as well as a measure of the credit. Merchants and warriors alike benefit from the service of prestigious patron. The relative power of each house is ever-changing. It's usually safe to assume that whichever noble house holds the throne is at the top of the heap, but below that, things grow into a tangled mess. Houses allies with one another by marriage. They earn rank and prestige when combatants loyal to them or from their own bloodlines win provings. They earn it when artisans they patronize become sought after or well regarded, or when merchants they invest in become successful. The degrees of power that the achievements confer is so murky, even to the dwarves, that it isn't unusual for nobles to challenge with each other to provings over whose smith forges better belt buckles, or whose servants have the best manners. Nor is it out of the ordinary to find two merchants arguing over whose noble patron has won the most acclaim, for the rank of the patron is the rank of the client. Okay. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the assembly where the dishers, representatives of each noble house, meet. Okay. Although the king technically rules over Orzammar, kings are elected by the assembly, and so each king must work constantly to maintain the support from the dishers. Kings who prove unpopular find their heirs deemed unacceptable to inherit the throne. Power then passes to another house. Sounds like a lot to juggle, you know? We'll just like do like a loop. See if there's any books. No books, but a wall of memories on Shapers. The blessing of the Shaper is given only to those who walk with the stone. It's a path that cuts deep and the road is far from secure, but those who hold it desire to work in memory must first honor it. Document the stone, protect her, and present a new history to these memories. Only then will the blessing of the Shaper be upon you. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These caverns are old cuts and well-traveled. Their true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The Shaper must step away from the familiar and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from paths abandoned. The Shaper must first walk away if he is to return. I think I read that one before. Nothing there. What's about over here? Oh, a chest!
Going.
Huzzah! A gift. And a book. Tradition Dwarven folk songs. Nug sits in the mud. Nug wiggles his ears. He catches the nug, he sips away. Nug gets to live another day. Nug sits in the mud, Nug wiggles his toes. You hook the nug, he slips away. Now the nug runs off to play. Nug sits in the mud, Nug wiggles his nose. You tickle the nug, he laughs away. Now the nug sits on my plate. Oh my god! Nug pancakes? Fuck you, okay? Jesus. Fine. Another book. Dwarven Faith. The chant of light is almost never heard in the halls of Orzammar. This is hardly surprising, for unlike the elves, who were literally abandoned by their gods, or the Tevinters who worship dragons, the dwarves have no gods at all. Even the concept of worship is foreign in Orzammar. Instead, the dwarves seem to venerate the stone, a name they gave to the earth itself. This seems practical for people living underground, if perhaps a bit unimaginative. For guidance in the spiritual matters, they turn to their ancestors. These ancestors, who are said to have returned to the stone, communicate their wishes to the living via brutal trials by combat called provings. Okay, that's a little bit intense. The ancestors' collective wisdom is maintained by the Shaper, which can apparently store records in Lyrium itself. Set above the ancestors, above even kings, are the paragons, dwarves who have achieved such greatness that they're elevated almost to godhood. These are the great figures holding up the hallway that leads from the surface, the first glimpse of Orzammar that outsiders see. Okay. Nothing here. No more books over there. Thank God. No books up yonder on the shelf. Okay, and then... Oh, there's one book here. There's a chest that I can't open. And in praise of the humble Nug. I once served a human some Nug, and he proclaimed that it was like eating an unholy union of pork and hare. The idea disturbed him so much that he declined to finish his serving and made himself content with some stale bread. Of course, this only goes to show that surfacers, human or otherwise, have tragically unrefined palates. The Nug is surely one of the most delicious animals I have ever tasted. Only a dead man would not salivate at the thought of a tender morsel of roast Nug melting in his mouth. The Paragon Varen, although his house has fallen, shall always be remembered for discovering the wonders of Nug flesh. Thanks, Varen. Admittedly, it was discovered only out of desperation when he was separated from his legion and lost in the deep roads for a week, but we won't hold that against the good Paragon. While Nug pancakes and nuggets, nuggets, my own children love these, are Nug dishes one encounters most often, Nug could be prepared in other interesting and elegant ways. The late King Ansgar Adakin adored Nug, seared on a hot plate, finished in the oven, and dressed in a cream sauce flavored with deep mushrooms. You must be careful when using the mushrooms from the deep roads, because they say they often grow close to darkspawn bodies. Ew. They say that this is what gives them their unique flavor and intoxicating scent. But it also means consuming too many of them may result in curious afflictions of the mind. Oh, gross. That's disgusting. If I saw a dead body, I would definitely not, like, be like, oh, I'm gonna pick those, I'm gonna eat those, yum, seals.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Zebor. Shaper of Memories?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life. How we trace lost Taigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Okay, I would like your permission to open a chantry.
That is an odd request.
You fucking think so?
Especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made
God damn that Brother Burkle.
My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
They could greatly aid Orzammar. Coin?
What sort of charities do you mean?
They care for widows and orphans. Yeah, that's true. Let's go with that.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything more?
Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Yeah. I read how you lost them, but do tell me, how'd you lose them?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle. But Caridon's Taig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
I did read them. Where's Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Okay. I already said that. Never mind, let's go.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
I'm a hero, god damn it. Okay, let's go. So there are no nugs this way. Oh, and now I can go into these people's houses, yeah? Okay. So let's go into the Royal Palace. Yes, the Royal Palace. What's in the Royal Palace? Is that Balin? That must be, right? Because the other one's his, Harriman's estate. Okay. A lot going on here. Royal Guard.
Greetings.
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 Greetings. Alright. Oh. Yeah, like a ton of text messages. From my sibling. My broski. My, eldest in Royal Ken.
No one enters the prince's estate
Oh,
without
whoops.
an invitation.
Royal Guard is what I meant. Look at this little cutie. Little hands behind his back looking. He's kind of like leaning forward. Okay. What's this way? Royal Guard? Noble.
It's good to see the Grey Wardens know the rightful king in Orzammar.
Can I go through this door? What's in here? Anything I can click on? Got a nice portrait of some bald dude. What the fuck is that? Nothing? Oh, a throne! I can't sit on the throne. This is the throne of Orzammar.
And I'm off.
Caged in stone. The inscription is old and worn, overlooked by most as a carving detail. The beast is foreign, but the need is familiar. Home and hearth suffer beneath strength and strangeness. These new kin of this Ferelden are better as friends than strangers, so we resist on their behalf, and they work with their users to bind with the stone. They no longer fear their skies, and we further our trade above. Lured from above, cornered and corralled. 3 standing in position, a 4th signals the throne. Stasis for the beast, so as long as the king holds the throne. So as long as the king wills it held. Sounds like a puzzle to me. Can't click on anything there, so we'll go through this door. What's in the door? Just a bookshelf. There's a door here. Oh, a chest. What's that? With a love letter. We already read that one. Read that one. Is it that one? Your administrations, while well-intentioned, hold no promise. Do not despair, for it is not you, it is of me. I recorded an interval to acquaint myself with the personage you awakened. I'm certain we can maintain an amicable accord and that engagements with our mutual associations will not be awkward. Mary. Well. That's fine. Nothing there. Let's go in this room. Oh. That's a big cheese wheel. Oh, there's goodies in here. A wooden crate with a novice rune. I know there's a sparkly box behind me, but I'm gonna save because it's phylactery. Let's save. Oh, there's one crate and then a glass phylactery. Okay. Many of King Endrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. Ah. Okay. Okay. I doubt this'll work, but we could frickin' try everything. You know? Oh boy. Get him. Get him. Summon that spider girl.
Shall we compete?
And hex him. Did she not hex him? Oh, he resisted. Freeze him? Nope, didn't work. That's fine. Let's do that. And let's summon my spider. Ha. Get him below the belt. Heal, Morgan, heal. Stun him. Oh, nothing. Well, that's shit. Whoopsie.
This won't take long.
Slice and dice him. She did so well, too. Morgan, sorry, girl.
As you like.
Oh, a scrap of paper. Thanks for a whole lot of nothing. Codex updated? Oh my god, what is this? Okay, binding the sexy. Cast from your host may find no purchase on mortal ground. Bound by your true name, as we are sworn to do. Nathamas Biggle, revenant and perversion of a fine daughter. No more will you test the veil nor reach the fade to escape. Andraste hold you, demon, and bind your rage for an eternity. Binding the sixth corpse walker. Unite we purge this realm of your corruption. The smallest among us binds you by your true name. Anton Wither, revenant and perversion of a friend not met. Your strength and guile denied by innocence. Andraste hold you, demon, and bind your rage for an eternity. Well, a little bit broody, but you know. What's this? What? Oh, what the fuck? What was that? Oh, this is in the vault. What the fuck? Alright. Let's do that. Yeah. Insidious. Stun him. Hell yeah. Get it, girl. Defeat me. Okay. Got it. Nice. You suck, so stop what you're doing. You sack of shit.
I think that's all of them, yes?
Didn't you shut that door?
Ancestor. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act.
Oh, good.
I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
I see.
Okay. Well, that was I don't know, weird, I guess. I don't know what that was about, but I can't even get in there. Can't get in there, huh? Damn, what the fuck? Okay.
Thanks again, Warden.
I feel like you were in on it, maybe. You sack of shit. Nothing in that room either. There's like all these empty rooms. Okay. Well, that was kind of uneventful. I thought there was going to be somebody else I could talk to.
So be it.
Whew. Okay. So now I guess we can go to,
News of the hour. Lord Haramont entrenched in the past. How long can he ignore that Orzammar must change to survive?
There's no other, like, things that I could click on that are above the doors.
News of the hour.
This is Haramount's estate.
Considering a dissolution of the ancient clans. He refuses to comment in the assembly.
No comment. Oh my god, why are you stuck on the staircase? Move. Goddamn. There's a noble here that I could talk. Can I talk to you?
Even Balin's father rejected him in the end.
Ooh, harsh. What was I doing? I was talking to these people. Do I want to talk to the butler yet? I don't think so. Not yet, right? I mean, he's right there, though. Hi, okay, hi.
Welcome to Lord Haramont's estate.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to drag me back somewhere. Paramount
These are
Guard.
the personal apartments of High General Lord Haramont. No visitors are allowed at this time.
Well, why not? Ha! You can't stop me. You can't. Oh, there's that bald guy again. Who the fuck is he? Is he the dad? The previous king? Hi, who are you?
House Haramont is honored to have you here.
Man, he's everywhere. See? He's right there too. Cool. What's in here? Oh my God. Terry? Who's Terry? What's up, Terry?
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Thanks, girl.
Greetings, Grey Warden.
Oh. Everybody already knows who I am, huh? Oh, there's a chest. Gimme, gimme. A longbow. And a chest. What's in here? Oh my God. Scared the crap out of me. An ominous bed. Nothing here that I could touch. Oh yeah, there's a scroll.
Oh, right.
My Lord Haramount, my guilt weighs heavily on me, and I know now that I was a fool. Only a fool would cut his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I allowed the assembly to send my child to exile and death because I feared an inquiry into Trian's murder would taint our house with scandal. You've been my rock and my shield these long months, and for that I thank you, but I must ask for one thing more. I wish to discover that if my child survived, even the smallest trace will set my mind at ease. Send your men, your scouts, anyone who will go. Balin thinks I'm mad. He says that if word spreads of my wish, our house will be undone. He doesn't know what the Attican has already lost. Oh, he doesn't know that they're already lost. Okay. I destroyed us when I sacrificed what was most precious. Please, Perel, help me. I come to you not as a king, but as a father. Aw, man, that's rough, bud. Okay. Nothing else for me to click on. Okay, here we go. I know what it is. Can't get in there. Can't open these doors. So we're just gonna keep on going. Keep on going. Dueling. Nothing I can click on here. Okay, let's talk to Duelan, I guess.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Duelan Forrender. Second to Lord Haramont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to help against blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Haramont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
Okay. How could I prove I'm not working for Balin? I guess.
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Haramont's best fighters into stepping down.
The drama? You want to find out why?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion.
Yeah.
With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Haramont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
Ooh.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Ooh,
Why
Severn's
should
got
we
a
ally
point
ourselves
though.
with someone too
He
scared
does.
even to grant us an audience?
You'd be nervous if somebody else. Yeah, you'd be nervous though.
I suppose not everyone can face death as undaunted as an Antivan, it's true.
Then you agree to fight in Harrowmont's name. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't want to pick sides.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
Okay, well. I can't get in there, huh? Alright, well, let's fucking go then. Where am I going? Where am I going next? I guess to Balin's estate? And see what that sack of shit has to say? Can I? Where does he even live? I guess that... Okay, I guess not. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. There were no nugs that way either, right? So let's go to the proving. And then...
That is rather wily of you, Zevran.
What is so wily of me, oh magical temptress?
Getting in the good graces of the one who decides whether you live or die. Not to mention the one who can protect you against your former comrades.
And I am supposed to believe you are here out of a sense of patriotism, perhaps?
Hardly that.
We all have our reasons for doing what we do. Mine happen to come with a set of lovely eyes.
Aw, shucks. Alright, let's read this document on Dwarven propriety. While your concerns of marriage, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space and Tig, we already read that bullshit. Pursuant to Order 5 LA, or 5 Law, no dwarf or of indeterminate caste may conduct business in the Commons. This was subsequently clarified by the Assembly to mean that the owning and operating of stalls or kiosks is limited to those of identified or approved house names with traceable ancestral lineage of at least 3 generations. That's true, not 1 but 3. Exceptions include individual purchases of goods or services from established stalls or kiosks, provided that the funds are presented at the opening of the transaction at the discretion of the stall or kiosk owner. I'm sure you understand the need to maintain strict quality control over all goods and services that flow through Orzammar, especially when we're making a concerted effort to encourage outside investment. The standards of Dusttown and that of the common brand are simply not sufficient. Your trade permit is hereby denied. Okay, that was from a judge. It's agreed that no rules of procedure were explicitly broken, but a 5-day filibusters, we already read that. Yeah, wow. Okay. And then, oh, what can I do? What can I do? I can go to Dusttown and finish that. Should I do that first? No, I'll do that after. Okay. Watch out for foes with colored names. Those are just like really intense ones. I'm pretty good at finding those bitches because I'm weak. And we tag team him. Whatever monster it is, we tag team. What's in this metal door? Can't go through that door. So, what about you? Orzammar Guard.
We are at your service.
Okay. Can't go through that. Orzammar Guard. Can't go through that door. I have very limited options here, man.
The highlight of underground existence, I take it.
What is?
Piotr Naidukin fights like he's in the Legion of the Dead. You should see his eyes. Mad eyes.
Mad eyes.
Wouldn't it be great if Balin fought Harrowmont in a proving for the throne?
Yeah, I guess so. What about you?
I can't wait to watch Piotr fight. He's so accomplished.
You?
Can you believe how many families are supporting Balin?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see Piotr fight again.
Piotr fight.
Splashed with blood last time. It was amazing.
Oh my god, bros.
Yes.
Can't pick. What about you?
Good day, stranger.
Good day.
Welcome to the proving arena.
Thank you.
We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
Sounds like fun.
Enjoy our grand city.
Our grand city. Okay, so can't do anything then, I guess. So I guess let's just go see if we can talk to Balin. Where the fuck is he, though? I don't know. He's now in Dusttown. Let's go towards Dusttown, I guess, then. Can I click it from all the way over here? Probably not. Can't even click over there, huh? Let's see. Nothing. Oh, I can!
So, what is going to keep you from poisoning your target now that you have been allowed to accompany us, I wonder?
You are. You will be watching me ever so closely to make sure I attempt no such thing.
And why would I do such a thing? Sneaking into our good graces in order to make another attempt is what I would do were I you.
And here I was becoming rather fond of the idea of you watching me closely.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a simple enough matter to poison the food in camp, or cut our throats while we sleep.
You seem rather charmed by the idea.
It would seem an appropriate result of sparing your life.
Ah, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you then. The next time I am spared, I will be sure to immediately turn upon my benefactors. Will that do?
I guess so.
Andraste
Yo,
teaches
bro.
that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
I have. Yeah, he agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend.
Uh-huh.
I already found a convert among the merchants who offered
convert.
his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters.
Great.
Please, come to our first service.
Okie dokie. Isn't it that building right there with the stained glass windows? No, maybe. Okay, let's go to Dusttown. What was I looking for? Oh, bald dude, bald dude, bald dude. That's what I was doing. Bald dude. Look for the bald guy. So, where would he be? Where would the bald dude be? Where would I be if I were a bald dude? Right there.
What do you want, Warden? You're your element down here.
Yeah, I am, punk ass. I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the shipwreck. Yeah, what makes you think I'm looking for anything?
I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dusttown. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it.
Yes, I am.
You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Who'd you give it to? Wait, before I kill you, who did you give it to? Who? Okay. Get him below the belt.
Surely you're joking.
Okay. Proving a receipt. Oh, he has a receipt. He has a receipt. The receipt on his body suggests he may... Ooh, to the proving grounds? What about you, girl? Can you tell me anything?
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dusttown? You need old Nadezda to play tour guide?
Nadezda, hey, girl. Yeah,
I'll just stay out of your way then.
For not being able to use your feet, you're pretty okay getting up and down, though. Yep. I said what I said. I said what I said. Alright, so we gotta go back to the proving grounds? But I can't do anything. Okay. I feel as though I should be able to find where Balin is pretty easily, but I have no idea where he is. He's got to be in that big town, right? Because he didn't leave his estate. Like, ever. Right? Both of them are not leaving their state, so he has to be in the bougie part. In the bougie part of Orzammar. Nothing there. So he's probably past
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar,
Paramount.
undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
I didn't do shit. Bull crap.
Harrowmont, said to have kicked
Bull crap.
castles in the street. Does he respect none beneath his station?
So he's probably in the royal palace then. Where are you? Chamber of the Assembly? Have I been in here? Oh, I haven't been here. Have I? I'm not.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Oh. Let's talk to him first. Who are you? Let's save. You know what? I'm gonna save. And then I'll pick it up from here next time. We'll talk to this guy Vartag, and then we'll go into the assembly chamber, see what the fuck's up, and then we'll do the proving. Sounds like a solid plan to me. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, of course, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye.